Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday today on July 4th in the year of our Lord 2025. For all my fellow Americans, I want to wish you a beautiful birthday to America. I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, responsible, but also an amazing, fun time tonight with whatever celebration plans you have for today, whether those be fireworks, hanging out with friends, family, going out and having some fun on the town. Whatever your plans are, I pray you all please stay safe, but also please enjoy your time. I know a lot of people probably had today off, and that's fantastic. I personally had to work, but that's a whole other issue of just working retail in life. But yeah, I just wanted to get that wonderful happy birthday to America in before we actually get started on finally getting started with Fallout Fridays officially. I've tried to do this so many times in the past, and I've always failed because I always end up just procrastinating until I just make myself into a liar when I say I'm going to do this. But I apologize for everybody who stuck around wanting to see Fallout from me. We are finally making the commitment to sit down and play Fallout and have something for you guys at least every Friday for the foreseeable future until we're done with the franchise, and then maybe even after that. But we are going to be getting started with all that with Fallout 76, a game that I kind of have mixed feelings about overall, but a game I feel like would be a decent start in getting in regular Fallout streams for you guys. My hope is that I can have this live for you guys every Friday, preferably around like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And we can just chill, have a nice community gaming potentially as well, because 76 is the multiplayer of the Fallouts. And yeah, that's my hope, is that we can just slowly work through this game and its content, preferably in order, because that's generally how I like to play through games, is chronological order of content release. But yeah, that is where I'm at today, and I appreciate all of you for stopping by and joining me today on this wonderful Friday. So let's dive into Fallout, and I will go ahead and quiet myself through the introductory cinematic, and I'll see you all inside the vault.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
All right, I guess that's it for the Overseer's little intro speech. And now we are on to character creation. So, normally I like doing a little bit of deep dives into character creation, and I think what I'm going to do, at least moving forward with playthroughs from now on, is have a separate video for character creation at some point for the game. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and skip to my sort of self-insert character I'm going to make here. And then we'll continue on with the vault, and I'll go through all of the character creation options in another video for another day. So I will see you all in just a second with that character. So give me 3, 2, 1, and bam. Here we go. So this is our character moving forward, guys. We can adjust them a little bit more later. I just wanted to get sort of the basics of how I want to look in the game down. And with that, we can go ahead and click done. And we will call ourselves, basically what I call myself here, maximum suspense. Go ahead and accept. There we go. Take a beautiful snapshot of ourselves. And there we go. Alright, we are in the vaults. I have a decent sized room. It's definitely bigger than my current room, IRL. So that's something. We'll just go through all the anything that's activatable. How do you say that? Is it activables? Is it... I don't even know. Don't even care at that point, to be honest. But here we go. We got the lamp that we can turn off. Let's go. Have an alarm clock we can ring. Ticking's still going, though. It's solid. We can even rest in our bed. What the heck? Death from above. There's a nuke inbound. Check the map and see where it will land. And I love how we're just sort of chilling while the nukes go off. Just kind of the whole point of Vault Tech, I guess, but that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. Let's go ahead and get up here. Then we have a mural. Good morning. Good morning. Alright. We can even activate it, and I'll switch to have a great day. I'll switch that to good evening. That owl looks kind of sus, to be honest. But we'll move that back to the daytime, or the morning time. Go ahead and hit the lamp. I'm surprised the mural doesn't light up at all. Definitely would have done that myself. Okay, we have another lamp here, but it looks like we have a guitar. So let's go ahead and play that. Death from above complete, I guess. Looking at the map, where did it fall? Didn't fall at all. It is nowhere, my dudes. What's been over there? This one looks like a whole bunch of people are leveled up at. Alright. So I'm debating on whether I should keep this a private thing for a bit until I level up my character more, or we go through most of the story more. Because with Fallout Plus, or Fallout First, I should say, is you can have the option of private worlds, and that's really tempting for me to do for the future. But that's like $20 a month, so that's kind of an investment on my end a little bit, especially seeing as I'm dead broke. But that's fine. Anyways, though, here we are, playing our glorious guitar. And we are well tuned, which is the perk that we got. I think that's just like a charisma boost or an energy boost or whatever. Don't really have a Pip-Boy to look at it at the moment, but we'll take a look at it at what's available later. Next up is we can turn this lamp off here. And we turn this lamp off here. This seems more of my speed. Just the one singular light in a room full of darkness. That tends to be me at night. Alright, but looking into the terminal, we got Happy Reclamation Day. Today is the day, everyone, Reclamation Day. We've been preparing for this moment for 25 years. We're ready. You're ready. America is waiting for us, so let's get out there. The Overseer. Okay, you're invited. Countdown to Reclamation Day. Who? Everyone. When? 10 p.m. to midnight. We've opened the remaining liquor rations and the official Vault-Tec party hats. The Overseer will give a speech at 10 minutes to midnight and will lead the countdown. Have fun, everyone. And then we have a holotape. It looks like Nuka Taper. Go ahead and check that out real quick. Start game. Okay. Let me use spacebar. Okay, that's fine. We'll play a level of this and move on. Okay, we'll play another level of this and move on. But that's one thing I do like about Fallout is these little mini games you can sort of collect. Let's go. And this guy shakes it up. We gotta pick which one he doesn't, and I think I got my eye on the right one. Just gotta move it. I think it's this one. Yes! Okay, we got it. Alright, we'll go one more level and then move on. We got glasses that we gotta pick up. That's... okay. Just these last three at the bottom. Oh, no, there's a fourth. Okay. Should be it. No, of course there's always one more. There's two more. This is a longer level. Okay. That's fine. We will quit game. Yep. And make sure to check the holotip, guys, if you decide to play this game as well, because you cannot come back to the vault once it's sealed. So just make sure you have that on you when you walk away from here. All right. Checking out the rest of this vault area we got our storage room, which doesn't look like it has anything I can activate. On, we have our dryer. Nice. We have our washer. Also nice. Got a list of notes here, which we cannot read. Got some notes here we can't read. Remember, don't put TP on backwards, and then need more sugar bombs. Yep. Wash our hands, supposedly. Water looks decent in this game, which is always nice. Especially in the toilet. Look at that. Always solid. We have the shower. Always solid. I prefer hot showers. I don't like cold showers. Alright, moving on. We have these different trophies here. Annual Vault Halloween Costume Contest. First place. At least won that one time. Outstanding Achievement Award. An appreciation for your committed and dedication to our isolation program. Sacrificing many so some can live. It's kind of ominous. Who's this guy? Excellence in bravery. In recognition of the canned mystery meat experiment, you volunteered to eat when no one else would. We are proud of you. And glad you are not dead. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not dead either. Weird trophies, but we'll take it. Best looking hair, of course. Cleanest toilet award, of course. Why would you guys want a clean toilet? Performance award, Vault Hall Monitor. In recognition of loyal and dedicated service towards the order and safety of our community. Vault-Tec. Those are the different awards. We have a gramophone, which is nice. It's Flight of the Valkyries. Turn that off before I get copyrighted. And yes, that is possible on YouTube, guys. It's a thing. There's a globe. It spins. And with the wonderful USA on top, as it always should be. Ignoring Canada, obviously. We have a television. Turn that off. Can't turn off those lights. We can turn this one off, though. And we can turn this one off, though. I'm curious who ate with us, because knowing me, I probably would not have company. Just generally. We can go ahead and sit on the couch real quick, just to sort of introduce the nice little resting mechanics we seem to have. Alright, that's going to be it for our little apartment in the vault, guys. Goodbye, little apartment. We will never return. Here's the Pip-Boy. Let's go ahead and take it. Oh, geez, that glitched out majorly. Come on, Bethesda. This game's been out for how long? Oh. No, it even moves us over here. Quest started. Reclamation. Let's go. We're at the bottom floor.
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours.
Okay.
System breakdown.
Alright. Looking around here, we have workout room, which I probably did not frequent very often. But we'll go ahead and explore up here real quick. Here's our little dining hall. Looks like beer pong. Always fun. Just look if there's anything of note, really. Ooh, ice dispenser. Nice. Coffee machine. Always nice. We do have a note here, though, so we'll go ahead and sit down and read it. Metal picnic table. That's one way to call this. And love note. Dear Lisa, dearest Lisa, do you know that my heart skips a beat every time you enter? Your sweet voice rings milk and 3 sugars, please, in my dreams. I long to kiss you, I want. You only know me as the one who makes muffins, delivers drinks, but I am so much more. I have seen the Congo, I visited indigenous tribes in the South Pacific. Too boastful? I want to be with you. I want to protect you. I want. It's kind of creepy, dude. But we'll go ahead and walk away from the creepy letter. Moving around the rest of the diner. Doesn't look like we have anything of note. Stove we can turn on. And it turns off. Yes. Okay. Alright, that looks like that's it for all the activatables. Check out that. And looks like we can't get to any other apartments in here, but it looks like they're all exactly the same. Which is nice. It definitely saves the developers time. Not that Bethesda ever puts too much time into everything. And there's more apartments all around here. That's fine. Looking over here, it looks like we have a classroom, and it looks like there's a singular notebook. Oh, there's a couple notebooks still left there. Alright. Then we have this little soccer field that we're in. Boom. Kick it around, why not? I used to play soccer when I was younger. I even won a soccer tournament way back when. But that's all in the past now. Discover the Overseer's mission. Yes. We have Crutchley. What's up, bud?
Hello. At last. Today is your Reclamation Day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world.
I'm ready to go. This is my home. I don't want to leave. Do we know anything about the outside world? Still no word from the Overseer?
No, and we're not likely to get one. It's been months. Besides, she left this place behind to reclaim America. It's past time you followed her example.
Okay. So I'm going to rant a little bit for just a minute. I don't like it when developers change origins and the stuff, because originally, and we'll read this later in one of the terminals, this whole vault should have shut down automatically on Reclamation Day. So, like, no one was supposed to stay. So we're kind of breaking the game's own lore here by suggesting we've been in the vault for months. Now, granted, we could, you know, headcanon ourselves as, like, hacking the system and whatever, which we probably are going to go with, just to make sure that this is somewhat sensible. But I really don't like how Fallout keeps retconning itself on every single installment, including from, like, the games to the show and everything. Like, just consistent lore, please, guys. It's the only thing I ever really ask for from games. But anyways, that's just my personal rant for the moment. We'll go ahead and see if he knows anything from the outside.
Nothing at all. The exterior sensors were taken out of commission after that unfortunate business with the nuclear bombs. With so many of your friends having been gone so long, I cannot begin to speculate how they've transformed Appalachia already.
Alright. This is my home. I don't want to leave.
It is endearing to hear how wonderful a job myself and the others have done maintaining the vault for these many months. But the food's all run out, and it's time to take what you've learned and use it. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking!
Alright, Crutchley. Thanks for everything.
Country's not going to rebuild itself after all.
That is true. So it looks like the Mr. Handy's kept the vault for us, so we could sort of think that we hacked them and kept this vault going. But if he says the food's run out, then yeah, we do need to head out. Go ahead and pick all this stuff up.
That's right, sir. Free samples. Yum, yum.
Worthy, what's up?
Sir, you've stayed so long past Reclamation Day, our stores are nearly depleted.
Yeah. Go ahead on to Cavendish.
Remember, sir, Radex to prevent radiation sickness, Radaway to cure it.
Okay.
Always stay stocked with medicines, and don't forget to use them.
That second part's kind of assumed, but I understand. Supplies, let's go.
It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness with no running water or electricity.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me why I'm still here at Higginbottom.
No creature comforts out there, sir. You want it, you build it.
Ah ha ha ha. Yes, thank you. We have Miriam here.
When you get outside, do remember your manners. Be nice. Be helpful. Be Vault-Tec.
Ruh.
When you get outside, find each other. Seek strength in numbers. Utilize both your similarities and differences.
Sounds good. But we will continue on into the Overseer's office and check out her terminal. Alright, clearance. Overseer eyes only. Vault-Tec report. Confidential. 25 years after the vault doors close, you are to prepare your citizens to leave Vault 76 and begin the process called Reclamation. Specifics will be disseminated automatically as that time approaches. After Reclamation Day, you are personally ordered to find and secure 3 nuclear silos, codenamed Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. If these sites are still nuclear capable, ensure no one except Vault-Tec can access or launch nuclear ordnance. To be clear, even if there are other authorities, whether government, militia, or otherwise, their claims are to be ignored. Vault-Tec alone maintains jurisdiction. Vault-Tec parameters. Congratulations, Overseer. Vault 76 is one of the most important projects that Vault-Tec has completed. No expense has been spared on building, staffing, and selecting the inhabitants of your vaults. The cream of the crop of America have been chosen, including luminaries from Vault-Tec University. The special classes and instruction you've received about managing a vault do not apply to this assignment. Vault 76 is special. Your mission is to see to the livelihood and well-being of all your residents and make sure they are ready to colonize America once the all clear is received. It is to be expected you will face challenges we haven't prepared you for. Adapt, learn, and thrive. America is counting on you. It's interesting how this is supposed to be the exception. Because for anybody who knows how other vaults go, you'll definitely understand why. Operation procedures. Day-to-day duties. Your job as Overseer is to see to the overall health and safety of Vault 76. Avoid loss of life at all costs. The Vault residents have been carefully chosen for their unique skills and temperaments. Due to the aptitude of Vault residents, you may be presented with unique challenges in maintaining order. As a last resort, each domicile can be locked down and the resident imprisoned for any duration you deem appropriate. Enforced solitary confinement can lead to psychological issues, so factor that in. Although the vault doors cannot open from the inside, keep the entry clear of all unauthorized personnel. The security team will stow all weapons and munitions after the amended entry period and will be armed solely with non-lethal devices. If America is to be rebuilt, every life in this vault is special. Preserve them all. Alright, mandatory shutdown. Our studies have shown, even after a relatively short duration of living with the amenities of Vault Tech, that test subjects can grow to depend on them. That will not do for Vault 76. After the all-clear message is received, Vault 76 will shut down all functions inside of 24 hours. Air circulation will cease last, and you should warn the vault residents that staying inside the vault can be lethal after this period. Everyone must leave the nest. It is imperative that all residents are focused on the important job of rebuilding America. And that's why I don't like it, because it just retconned its own story. At least its own beginning. Archive files. Reclamation Day has arrived. We counted down to midnight. I haven't seen everyone cheer like that since Vault BB number 1 was born, which I'm claiming is us, by the way. I called lights out a couple hours ago. Had to get security to help a few people to their beds. Then the volunteers and I got all the standees up, just like we practice. Need to make the final recordings, and then it'll be time to head out that door. I wish I could be there to help everyone on their way, but I know they'll make me proud. Survival first. As instructed, we set up the survival packages. I've advised everyone to run fast and far from 76 as soon as the doors open. We have no information about what awaits us. Vault 6 says we're America's best hope. Now we'll find out. Annual review. 2100. Top issues. Current count 6 residents are under disciplinary lockdown. That's up from 4 last year. The morale officers managed to quash the worst rumors about Appalachia, cannibal mutants, burning rain, whatever. But tensions are high. It's generally pretty easy to maintain order. The pedigree of most residents is impressive, to say the least, but competence sometimes means arrogance, and arrogance means my authority gets tested more often than it should. Hydroponics has been struggling to keep up with demand. I've been loath to institute mandatory rationing, but in 2101 that may be necessary. 76 is full to bursting with people, more than we anticipated. Apparently the Vault Tech, Vault Dwellers got busy. The award ceremonies are a great way of stroking the most hardened egos, since everyone's so damned competitive. The low point was someone losing a tooth in a fight over Best Dental Hygiene Award, which that just sounds like Fallout all over the place. The senior staff has been exemplary as always, very dependable and loyal. It's been a struggle to keep our overachievers placid, but another year down and we're still here. The Vault 76 World Cup has proven to be a huge hit. The ball damn near broke the jukebox, but the energy in the atrium was just amazing. Alright, then we're on to deleted files. No file found, which makes sense. And then play holotape.
Overseer's log. Or should I...
We'll take it out and listen to it. I want those subtitles. This is our little Vault Tech. Actually, let's take a look at effects of what we have. Well tuned. Gain twice the amount of XP. Of XP plus 25% AP regen. Ooh, that's actually pretty dope. Let's make sure to remember that for later. But anyways, we have Overseer's log. Vault 76. Let's go.
direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Okay. Oh, there's our marching orders, boys. So let's go ahead and head out. It's like just utility hallways and such. There's storage up in there. Okay. Yes, let's continue. Hello, Crowley. What's up?
Rebuilding America. Utterly terrifying. Glad I'm staying here. Still, I'm sure your camp will make it easy peasy.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that, man. That's the last members of the Vault. We still got a lot of extras. Little projection on that. Turn out that lamp. And we got another terminal here, so let's go ahead and read it out. Final notice. If anyone is found accessing this terminal and is not a member of the personnel department, you will be immediately reported to the security chief, no exceptions. Noted. Correspondence. Missing Nuka-Cola Cherry. From Daily J. Subject missing Nuka-Cola Cherry. Just because we're leaving doesn't give any of you the right to steal from my stash of Nuka-Cola Cherry. I have been rationing those bottles for over 20 years. If I catch any of you, so help me God, there will be consequences. Alright, about my reassignment. Sullivan T. About my reassignment. I realize that it may seem trivial in the light of present circumstances, but I would greatly appreciate my reassignment being processed before Reclamation Day. I've worked many years to pass all written, verbal, and physical tests to become a sanitation engineer. I have a doctorate of engineering from GSU, and I don't want to end my tenure at Vault 76 as a soda jerk. Please, let me have the accolades I've earned. Thanks in advance. As a soda jerk. Purge all records. From Security Chief, purge all records. Vault 6 reclamation procedure is very clear. All records must be purged before our day. To be clear, after Reclamation Day, there will be no personnel department. There will be no Vault 76. Any of the projects you are in the middle of are done. If you, for some reason, can't find the time to erase your files, I'll send someone over to do it for you. You can bring it up to the Overseer if you'd like. And then personnel files, A through F, all are deleted. G through O are all deleted, and P through Z are all deleted. And then you have unsaved work. Vanua R, I think that's how you say that. Previous occupation, Senior VP. Giblitzer Inc. Doctorate of Applied Communications, Cambridge. Accomplishments, White House Communication Director, 66 to 69. National Debate Champion, 56. Current occupation, Barber. She probably gave us this good cut that we're wearing right now. Vince A, previous occupation, Colonel, U.S. Air Force. BS in Aerospace Engineering, West Point. Accomplishments, Deputy Director of Strategic Planning, GCOS. Medal of Honor, 71. Olympic Bronze Medal, Decathlon, in 60. Current occupation, security officer. That makes sense. Volkmer N. Previous occupation, Dean of Physics, VTU. Education, Doctorate of Applied Mathematics, CIT. Doctorate of Nuclear Engineering, CIT. Accomplishments, Nobel Laureate Physics in 51. Current occupation, Chief Technician and Maintenance. And that's it for Unsaved Works. And that's it for that terminal. Let's go. Go ahead and turn that light off. And then we have Pool. What's up, Pool?
To be anything. Cook, assassin, medic, hacker, bullet sponge. So wonderful, the human condition.
Thanks, Pool. Yeah. We'll go ahead and take these glasses. Take this pen. We used to have the skill cards here as well, the perk cards. But I guess they transferred that out for something else. I guess we'll find out. Sliding door, let's go. This guy's pointing this way, let's go. Then we have the vault door, but I think what we're going to do is head over to this over here. Oh, nope, the door got triggered. Go ahead and watch that.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Vaya con Dios. Buen viaje.
Alderton.
They grow up so fast.
Yes, we do. We're going to check down here real quick. See if there's anything interesting. Doesn't look like it, to be honest. And then we'll check this out over here. Because it looks like we've got a security terminal. So, hoorah. We gotta hack it though, so we'll go ahead and click gang. Has one likeness. Do drag? This is 0 likeness, okay. Let's see if we can find some dud removers. Actually not seeing any offhand. What's this? Okay, treasure set. That's something at least. There's another dud remover. Let's go. Go with that. Looks like that's it though. I don't think it's roll at all. So the one likeness of gang, so G at the end is not the way. Let's see. Ways is not it, so it's got to be a G in the front or an N in the third position. What about wins? Wins one likeness, okay. There we go, menu. Got it. Alright, Vault 76 security instructions. Vault 76 is one of the most highly valuable and important vaults in our network. As such, these orders must be obeyed at all costs. The future of America is at stake. Upon receiving the activation notice, your team is authorized to use lethal force. Any obstacle or threat that stands between you and getting vault residents safely inside the vault must be dealt with decisively. Only authorized residents are allowed inside. All other personnel should be considered enemy combatants. The Overseer has special instructions after the activation notice. As soon as the entry procedures are complete, your team must stow all weapons in the specified containers. Further orders will then be dispensed. Trust your Overseer, obey your Overseer, and know that each and every member of your team was selected specifically for this assignment because of Vault-Tech's faith in you. If you work together, you will succeed. Incident reports, drunk and disorderly. Jill caught M. Thomas singing loudly during the night cycle. He got into the Reclamation party stores and borrowed a 6-pack. The rules say the theft mandates lockdown, but what's the point? In 2 days, everyone's out anyhow. Threw Thompson in the holding cell to sleep it off. Assault investigated. Nakamura investigated a complaint filed by our old friend Jake. Jake claimed that E. Jefferson shoved him with intent to commit bodily injury. Nakamura found a witness and Jake was gently shoved out of the way after he was laying into Jefferson about being an ineffectual ass. Asked the chief whether we could nail Jake for filing a false report. Chief said that Jake technically was assaulted though, so it's dropped. God, I hate lawyers. Unauthorized access. Terminal 023B was hacked last night. Sandy investigated, and we've got no idea who did it. The reclamation files were accessed, however, which has the chief furious. What does he expect? Half the resis are goddamn geniuses. How are we supposed to keep them out of restricted files? Double up the shifts so we have more eyes out there. Like, that'll help. Theft investigated. Another claim from Jake, again, sent Nakamura over. She's the only one that doesn't want to strangle the guy. Jake claims he's missing 1 box of sugar bombs from his room. He's demanding we investigate it. 1 box of sugar bombs told Nakamura to drop the investigation. With Reclamation coming, we have far more important things to do. Whoever Jake is, he seems like a jerk. Security logs, final entry. 25 years of service, no KIAs, and one hell of a send-off. I made one last plea to arm the resis before we opened. Denied. My solemn hope is generations from now, visitors will come to 76 and read this and know how dedicated their forefathers were. How we regrew America from the ashes. But I must admit, I'm afraid, as well, if some of the experiments in the other vaults go wrong, it can give you nightmares. And that's only the things I know about. If we can only stick together, work together, I think we stand a chance. Keeping a lid on it. Had to lock down Casey for blabbing about the activation notice. The cat's already out of the bag, but orders are orders. Procedure is we announce tomorrow, but you can feel the excitement. The team keeps asking what to expect out there. The nukes knocked out our external sensors, so we're blind. Only the secondary Geiger counters are operational. Scuttlebutt gone wild, lots of whispering of who's grouping up with who after Reclamation. I worry that the biggest threat to the project isn't any threats we'll face out there, it's from within. The resis are a formidable lot, but give them free reign, and Lord help us. Rundown complete. Team tore through the activation notice checklist, logs wiped, non-essential gear secured, reclamation packages acquired, etc. The whole procedure went down in record time, like we've been practicing for years. Some grumble about unleashing the resis without the overseer keeping them in check, but overall, a good performance. Alright, that's going to be it for that security terminal. And that is going to be it for Vault 76, guys. Let's go ahead and exit out and say goodbye to this place. See ya, Alderton.
Happy Reclamation Day. Now go get 'em.
Ruh. Let's do this. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do is start from the ground level. I'm going to do a fresh dweller, since that's really more in line with the lore, at least quote-unquote lore that we have. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I think definitely get first aid perk card. That's going to be best in my opinion. There's a beautiful face. And there's Appalachia. We've leveled up. Let's go. Quest started, the Wayward Souls. Discover the fate of Appalachia and its people. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it. Got a little backpack. Some gear. Though I didn't select that. Interesting. And we will... I will see you all next time. Yeah, I keep hitting that. Should be hitting B for first person. There we go. Hey guys, I appreciate you all stopping by. Pray you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Hope God keeps you all safe and wise in these crazy and unpredictable times that we're living in. Make sure to pray, make sure to read your Bibles. And until next time, peace.